Hi everyone, welcome to our Lazarski Students on Air show. And today our guest is Anya. She's professional high heels dancer, a person who have got a lot of prize places on dance battles, different shows. And today she will share with us some tips on how to boost up your confidence, how to deal with your nervousness, and in the end she will share with some tips on how to move, some basic stuff, how to move, which can be helpful actually for your parties or wherever you will go. And here is the short version of her work.
Would've thought I needed help from this feeling that I felt. So shook, I had to catch my breath. Who's there?
Thank you, Anna. Thank you for coming. So my first question will be, what type of dances do you dance apart from high heels? And can you please introduce us quickly?
Hello everyone, thank you for inviting me. I'm really surprised and I'm really glad to share some of my experience. Well, I'm dancing high heel style. Basically, it's a mix of different styles. It can be jazz, it can be hip hop, even Afro. It depends of you, how you feel it better. And the main thing that you have to dance with the heels, and it makes you more, of course, confident, and it gives you more feminine vibes. Like Beyonce, Rihanna, if you will see some videos of them, you will see that they're dancing like a woman, nature, feminine style.
So, and when did you start your dance career?
I started when I was really young. I was 8 years old. I was dancing with a partner, classical ballroom dancing and some basic moves. And I'm dancing maybe 10 years, high heels maybe 3 years. And just with my as I was growing, it was changing. It was ballroom dancing, then it could be hip hop as I was teenager. So I wanted to show more something, and then it was high heels and a bit of voguing. So yeah, when I was a child.
And did you have any other maybe dream jobs, or was it just?
Actually, I don't feel that it's my job, because sometimes I hear some questions how it's be a professional dancer, how it's grow your career. But actually, I'm an architect. Yeah, I know it sounds funny, but I'm working like an architect and interior designer. But this job, like high heels dancer and coach, it's more like passion, like my soul, how I feel it, and what I want to introduce to another people.
So, and why did you choose to be a dancer, like to keep going, to keep dancing? You said that you started from your childhood.
Yes, I had this choice because my parents were asking me if I want to study dancing maybe, because it was all the time my passion. But from some point I had different dreams. Just dancing, it was all the time with me, and architecture, it was like a serious job for my parents. And also my mom, she's an architect, so for me it was also interesting. But dancing, it was like half of my life, so it's not a job, it's just passion in my life, what I'm doing every day, like that.
Sounds great. And there was your first performance. And can you please explain us your feelings? How did you feel? Maybe it was your first dance battle.
Yes.
Or yeah, just express your feelings if you
It
do
was
remember.
just awful. Like exactly hip hop. I remember when I started, I really liked it, and I was watching some movies like Step Up or something, and I really wanted to do the same. But as I was a child, it was so hard. I was a bit fat, and I was dancing bad, and I really didn't have confidence at all. Um, so first battles were the worst. I could just stop in the middle of dancing, and the worst it could be like we are dancing in a big crew, and suddenly in my head I receive some message stop. I don't know, and I'm just stopping and can't do anything more. So just it was practicing and practicing, more classes, more workshops, workouts. So just with the time, it didn't come just I was born to be confident woman. Hello everyone. No, it was just with the time and a lot of classes, a lot of hours.
Well, yes, for the dancer, well, I would say for any professions, it is very important to be confident. Uh, so, how do you have any rituals? Maybe how do you boost up your confidence? Some advices how to do that?
Yes, for example, I'm giving classes now also, and I have some tasks for my girls, for my students. It can be difficult for the beginning, but we're practicing. For example, you should dance alone in front of another people, like this task, and for example at first, or another you have to look exactly in the eyes, like you're dancing and you have to catch it, and like it's hard because to speak, maybe even to speaking, like for another people it can be hard, but if you're dancing, it's for like first part, if you're just starting, it's awful, but I'm trying to make this good atmosphere for my girls, boys, for my students, to have this family support to each other. So if they're coming to my classes, they will know that I will help. I'm not gonna say, oh no, it's so bad or something like that. And I'm trying to make this atmosphere like friendly and thankful, that if someone is dancing alone, you really should support each other, right? It's not some competition. You need this mood to feel friendly, and if you feel this support, of course, I'm asking for myself also. If you're starting dancing, you look in the eyes, and for the beginning you're like, oh, it's so uncomfortable, but then when you see smiles and support, applause, you feel powerful and you really want to share more and more. So it's what I'm trying to give to my students.
So, I hope, like, most probably before performing, you also feel nervous.
Yes,
Yes,
of
so
course.
how do you deal with it? Because this is something that cannot be overcome even by some professionals. Even when we have students have presentations at school, they still feel this nervousness. How do you overcome it? It can be helpful for others as well.
Well, for me, I remember I had my first Vogue ball, and it's hard because you're going to the stage and it's not just a concert. You have judges who will tell you like 10 or chap or nothing. So this mood, you understand, you have to express. And I have one friend, he's a dancer, and I asked him how to feel free, how to relax, even when I'm dancing 10 years. And he told me very, very short advice that you should just enjoy. It will finish in 1 minute and you will regret that you didn't share. And if you change it in your head, for example, if you see that someone is dancing, I can see very fast that he tried to deal with his nerves. Yes, but I really see if person is enjoying, and if I see the dancer is enjoying, I'm enjoying too. And if I see that the dancer is nervous, I'm like, please do it well. And I feel nervous also. You know, this mood, you can share it. So before the stage or even before this interview, for example, it's for first time for me. I just have this thing in my head that I have to enjoy. It will finish, and I don't want to regret that I didn't have this comfortable mood. So that's it. Just like what you do, love what you do.
Let's imagine there is dance battle. It's like one dancer goes, then the other, right?
Yes.
So, if you were as a second dancer and you see that your opponent may be much more professional than you are, would you be less confident? Would you maybe lose your concentration? Is it possible, or you would still be like, no, I'm not gonna.
No, of course, a lot of dancers are better than me, and it's normal to be worst, and it's even better to try with someone who is better because you will grow. Um, Usually, I'm just creating some tips, I don't know, just something which will give emotions to the people. For example, I don't have very cool stretching, I can't do, I don't know, some tricks, salto, I don't know, something, acrobatics, and if another dancer did it, I have to create something another, like, I don't know, I will come and I will smile, or I will do hi, and sometimes even these basic moves will give to the people more emotions, like, oh wow. For example, if I'm dancing, I'm trying my best and I see that it's so hard and it's professional, sometimes it looks more boring. If I will just walk, then we'll say hi, hello, and then I will leave. Just it gives emotions. So it's kind of tips for the people. Just you don't have to do the same way as your
Opponent does.
opponent. Yes, you have to be smarter, you know, just to change this plan. So yes.
Do you have like your learned choreography in your head usually before dance battles, like small, and you can just adjust it to the music? Or is it just, you feel the vibe of music and you just go, let it go?
Of course, I don't know which music will be.
Yeah, for sure.
So, for example, I have very fast choreo and music very slow, so I will just look stupid. So I'm trying to do improvisation just to relax and hear the beats, hear the rhythm, and just to move and catch eyes of the people and give some energy, not just to dance for myself, because, you know.
Yeah. So why dancing is important even if you do it as a hobby?
Um, First of all, exactly dancing, you should choose which style do you like. Maybe you will not like high heels. Maybe you don't need it. I don't want to say that everyone have to dance high heels. It's for everyone. No, for example, you like more hip hop or you like contemporary, modern jazz. It depends of your nature. It depends of your character. For me, I like feel feminine. I like to have this, cat attitude. This, yeah. So for people who like, for example, if you didn't start dancing yet, but you like high heels, it's important for your mood for sure. Even if you didn't start dancing professionally yet, or if you didn't start classes, you can just dance in at home just to put your music. It depends which music do you like. You just can put the music and move a bit, and you will feel mm, how this mood will change for you. You understand? And I heard a lot of times from my students, this is the best for me, when I heard that all day was so awful, so disgusting. My job, like my boss said this and this, but I came to your class and now I feel good. And it's already evening. We are finishing around 10, 8, 10, sometimes like that. And after classes, they feel more free and they have even more
Energy. Yeah.
yes, for do. And they were like, why it's not at the morning, so I would feel so energetic through all the day.
Like, I guess it's quite, challenging to dance in high heels because simple to dance, it is already challenging, but now you have to do it with the high heels. Can you please, we know that you brought to us your high heels,
Yes.
show us, express us what is the differences between the simple ones and how
Okay.
you should choose if they will attend your classes, how to choose them
Okay,
properly.
so this is my high heels. Everyone, look. They look a bit destroyed. It's not new. I didn't want to bring them, but just
Show a hard
I
work.
want to show you my hard work. Yes, they destroyed. First of all, for me and for all dancers, it's important that your leg will stuck very good. And I like this thin heel just because it's more stylish for me. Like, of course, you can start with bigger here and maybe it can be short heels, but with the time, in 1 month, in 2 months, if you will wear this kind of, not this destroyed, but if you will wear these heels, you will feel even more confident because it's beautiful. First of all, you have to like it, because if you came and your heels are, I don't know, not comfortable, or they're too big, too small heels, it will be really uncomfortable for you to feel confident and to enjoy your class. So just to choose that your legs will fit good and start dancing. Can I
Thank you
yeah,
so
I will leave it
much.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have a lot of students and you see how they are doing. Is it true that dancing naturally not giving for everyone, or does it mean that you can learn how to dance?
The main thing that you have to like it. If someone told you go and dance and learn something, but you don't like it, of course it will be hard. Just if you, for example, you saw some video of, again, Beyonce, Rihanna, and you like how they're moving and you feel something inside, like they're moving, they're giving some energy and you want to repeat, you will learn for sure, even if it will be longer. For me, it took a lot of times. I started when I was 8, not with high heels, of course, little high heels, no, but just I really loved it. Even when I heard a lot of comments that I don't dance good, I was dancing in the last line, I don't have like perfect body and everything, but just because I loved it, it it came naturally how I am now. So if you love it, if it's hard for you from the beginning, but you see that someone is dancing and you feel that you want also, of course you will learn. Maybe in 1 year, maybe in 1 month. It depends. Just to enjoy what you're doing.
Did you have some unusual cases on the stage? Like, I don't know, music suddenly stop, or you suddenly forgot the dance moves and the whole team is just going.
Yes, as I told before, I don't know how, but before now, I think that if I will stop, because sometimes we are creating some choreo for a lot of people, like 10 persons, and if I will suddenly stop, of course it can happen with me too. I will just pretend that everything is normal.
It was made before, like the choreography should be this way.
Yeah. Just I don't know, a lot of practicing of stopping dancing, and like I can show with my face that only me in this choreo just decided to stop, but just start to do some another moves. But before, yes, I had a lot of times, and for me was the worst if we are dancing in the crew with my friends, it's even worse. And like we have some competitions or concert, and if I'm stopping, I could be like, oh my god, just in the stage, oh my god, I stopped, and then I look what they're doing, I'm trying to repeat, and all my face was like full of disappointments. Yes, and I look at the people and I can't continue, and few times I remember that I could just leave. And
Okay.
yes, it was, but I was small. Just with the time, you're like never ever, and just continuing dancing and pretend that everything had to be like that.
That happens when your nervousness gets over and Yeah, people act differently. What is your biggest failure? I think that you still remember it, even if it is from the childhood, maybe in dance battle or wherever.
Um, I don't have exactly the biggest, but I had few. I remember that it was little dream for me. We had one dance team. It was around 20 people, and I really wanted to dance with them. It was my dream, and they were organizing castings a lot of times, and every casting I was like, it's time to try, and they didn't take me. Yes, I was really sad because it was my dream, and in my head it was always like, if I want, I will have it, but I didn't have it. But with the time, we organized our own crew, our own team with my friends, and I think maybe it's even better because I was feeling more comfortable with them. So we were doing some competitions, some dance videos, different projects. So it was just another part of my life, not in this crew where I was dreaming, but was also cool.
Have you been demotivated during your career
Oh, yes.
because of someone, maybe someone's opinion, or just
Yes, a lot of times actually. When I was dancing, when I was small at school, and as I was dancing bad, I couldn't even, how to say, to have some more friends in school during classes. It was hard to me to answer even in some lesson, even if I knew it. Um, I think maybe teachers were acting wrong. They could say really not polite words. For now, I really feel that um, it's my I really careful with the words for my students because I know how it can deal with you in your life. It's not just if you came to the classes, someone said you're dancing very bad, and then you're going and everything is good. No, someone told you I could hear that, oh, this concert was so good, but Anya did this and this. I don't know why, just it was happening. Of course, I didn't dance good, but as I heard it a lot of times, for me it was even harder to start dance good because your mood is bad and everyone are like, come on, Anya, again and again. So yeah, and something about, can you be a bit slimmer? Can you do this? Can you change your clothes? Don't look at me like that. I'm okay. You're like, oh, no. Now everything is okay, and
you overcome it, like, well
yeah,
done.
yeah. So I really feel if girls, boys are coming to my classes, and I feel how they're not confident, and it's hard to fight with that. So I'm really trying to do this atmosphere that everyone will feel happy and comfortable. It's not casting, how I said before. So yeah.
You should have a very strong character to overcome such cases of demotivation.
Maybe not character, just you really have to love it.
Yeah.
Because if I wouldn't love it, I would stop already 1,000 times. I was thinking about it, but then I'm like, I love it so much. So maybe I could do some stop for 1 month, maybe less. So I was continuing.
And where do you get this motivation from whenever you're demotivated or just
Not motivation. I think it has to be more like inspiration because I need motivation for running because I hate running, so I need motivation. But motivation for something what you love, you don't need it. Of course, sometimes you have bad mood for teaching and you're coming and you have to show how happy you are to teach them, but you had a bad day. But you're starting and you see smiles and people are happy, so you're just over it.
and like what was your best memory during your dance career? Was it like when you were taking an award or
Best memory, it was usual things. I remember that I had a lot of camps, dancing camps, and we were living in this little houses for 10 days, and we were dancing. It was on the beach, and we were dancing every day. We had parties. We were dancing in a teams, maybe around 8 hours per day. We were going running, then swimming, then dance, eat, dance, eat, dance. So just I was teenager, I had friends, and we were creating a lot of art. So for me it was like dream life, and I would love to go back, but I'm old already for that.
And what is your biggest achievement so far?
For me, it was really cool when we had first places with my team. It was in university. It was 5 years first place.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
for me was, of course, I was shocked. Just I was creating this dancing by myself, and another groups were stealing from some videos. So maybe that's why. Like if you're creating by yourself and you're giving something, it will be even better. But not this. I really happy that I can teach, that I can give something. For me, it's even better to hear that someone became more confident, that someone became happier because of me. I was like, oh my God, I can leave something like parts of my soul to my students. So to hear these words and feel how people are happy after classes, for me, it's even better than first places, I think.
For sure. And how is your parents' family did reacted when you choose dancing as a profession? Like you still doing this?
Well, they were supporting me a lot. Even when I was dancing awful, my parents would be like, wow, amazing, just incredible. And now I see these videos and I think it was just awful, but my parents were just great, so it was easy for me. But once I came to work like an architect to do practice in Valencia in Spain, and in few days I found dance school and decided to teach them. I was like, let's try here. And I called to my mom and she was like, oh, again, of course, sure, you came to work in like an architect, but you found school even in Spain. So yeah, support.
Yeah, well, if you would have a chance to go back to the past, would you choose to be a dancer once more? Or would you just, reject and not spend your time maybe?
No, of course I wouldn't change anything with the choice to be a dancer, but I would do stretching or some classic because I really feel that I need it. Probably I would practicing even more, but it is what it is. Just I'm here, and I don't regret that I started dancing and this career. I don't know, this hobby, career, passion.
And the final question is, what are your further goals?
Well, I have a little dream. I would love to do a theater, just to have competitions or to make videos for 2 minutes. Of course, it's very cool, but my little dream is to create a theater for, I don't know, 30 minutes show with a lot of dancers, with a lot of decorations. Of course, as a designer, I think also how to make the stage and to invite a lot of people and to do it more like not just dance video, to do it more like performance, probably. So yes, it's my big dream for now.
Thank you so much, Anna, for this very helpful interview. I hope that our guests will take some tips and advices from it.
Hope
And
so.
we will ask them to stay with us because you will show us a masterclass with some basic moves.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much and goodbye.
Bye. So now I'm gonna show you some basic moves, how I'm giving classes in the dancer school. So can I ask you music, please? So we are doing just steps. We are doing 1, 2, 3, turn. 1, 2, 3, turn. Let's repeat. And right and left and right. And left and right and left and. Just you have to be very straight. Then you can do some waves. For example, right and left and. Yes? Let's mix. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then you can do something like down and up. And now I'm going to show you how I'm doing by myself. And I really hope to see you in my classes, and I wish you all the best. Kisses!